Hello and welcome back to iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. This is UNCUT XCOM 2 Alien Hunters featuring Shen's Last Gift. The soldier we're looking at today is a sharpshooter named Ling Zhang. Orphaned at birth a few years before the initial alien invasion, Ling Zhang has dealt with hardships all her life. Although she's never known much good fortune, living on the outskirts of Advent-controlled cities, often in poor conditions, Ling has made the best of a tragic situation. For the last few years, she's been living among a small group of refugees in the United States and has become known as their best marksman. Alright, here we go. We're taking a look at the geoscape today because some interesting things are happening. If direct your attention to the top of the screen, you will see this timer, and this timer represents the Avatar Project's completion date. And what is the Avatar Project? If you don't play XCOM, the Avatar Project is the aliens' win condition. If they finish that project, all of humanity will die, and also this playthrough will end, so we can't have that. We've got to stop them from completing that. How are we going to stop them? We're going to destroy some of their facilities. They have a lot of these facilities spread out throughout the world. You know, we got one over here in South America. There's another one in, I guess whatever place on the world this is. I don't know geography very well. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. But the one that we have immediate access to is in Africa. So we are going to deal with this. It is in the northern part of Africa, the continent. And so we're going to go in, we're going to assault this facility, we're going to blow it up. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies. I think this number is inaccurate because of all increased enemy squad size. I'm not 100% sure, but we going to find out. So let's get in there, let's take a look at our squad, and let's see what we can do. Okay, and as always, the squad has already been decked out, so we're just going to go over very quickly the soldiers that we're bringing and the equipment that they have with them. So in the first slot, we have Lee Mei Ho coming in with that stutter mag, that SMG, and those hunter's axes on her back, and the frag grenade. Melissa Hayes is taking on the role of our grenadier. She's got that heavy gun. She's also wearing an exosuit, so this is going to give her access to an additional rocket launcher shot. Additionally, including with, so she's got a rocket and she's got grenades with her as well. So that's going to be very helpful because there's going to be a lot of enemies and we got a lot of stuff that needs blowing up. So she's going to be very helpful. I'm going to start over. I might as well start over. All right. Now, as always, the squad has already been decked out, so we're just going to go over very quickly what equipment we're bringing and the different classes we're bringing as well. So we are coming in with Lee Mei Ho, the Ranger. As always, hopefully we'll be able to chop some people up with those hunter's axes. She has an SMG, so her mobility is going to be fantastic. And she's also bringing a frag grenade. I think we're going to need all the explosives that we can get on this mission. And speaking of explosives, we're bringing Melissa Hayes. She is coming in with an exosuit, so this is going to give her access to a rocket launcher in addition to the frag grenades that she's bringing by default. And she does have the heavy ordnance ability, so she's going to have 3 frag grenades. She's going to blow everything up, okay? It's going to be very serious. Next up, we have, you know him, you love him, Oliver Jones. He's coming in with that upgraded bolt caster, so that's going to do a little bit of extra damage. He also has the upgraded Shadow Keeper pistol, so that's his sidearm's just going to be a little bit stronger. Those tracer rounds increasing his accuracy, and the frost bomb on the off chance that the Berserker Queen just wants to stop by for tea and coffee. Next up, we have our trooper Agent Alpha coming in with the smoke grenade and the flashbang, as always, that tactical unit. Then the rogue with the incendiary and the dragon rounds. He gonna burn everybody. Then we have Rob Cool Blue coming in with the skulljack and the, actually, you know what? Yeah, he's going to come in with the skulljack and the medkit. That should be nice. I actually don't think there's anything to hack on this mission, so it might be beneficial to bring something different. I'll keep it just in case. What the hell? And then last but certainly not least, we got our Spark unit. His name is Da Vinci now, thanks to Kendall Jack. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to change the names of different soldiers, if you want to be a soldier, if you want to name a Spark, leave a message in the comments, and maybe it'll happen sometime in the near future. So, let's get into it. Kendall, thank you for the cool name. Da Vinci, he lives, the robot is alive. So let's get into it. Boom.
The aliens have a secure facility hidden in this area conducting research crucial to the Avatar Project. And we've got enough information at this point to move in and take it out. Once we reach the AO, head to the designated position and plant the X4 charges. When they're armed, get clear, and we'll blow that place to hell.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Here we go. It's time to start this mission. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, people. This is my 4th attempt at this mission. This is very difficult. This is very difficult. We have a long way to go, and there's a lot of enemies between here and there. The increased enemy squad size mod is insane, especially on missions like this where you're just going up against a fucking truckload of advent. I'm already swearing. All right, but it's a lot, but the thing is, I know it's doable. Like, there's a ton of enemies, almost too many to count. It's like 15, but the way it's set up, it's not impossible, and I can tell it's not impossible because I play XCOM a lot, and there are just certain things you can just after you've played a game for a certain number of hours, you just sort of know when something is doable and when something is not doable, and this mission is doable. So I'm not giving up. I'm not turning off increased enemy squad size. I believe that this playthrough will benefit from the added difficulty. We're going to squash all these advent like roaches, like the roaches they are. Speaking of roaches, that's a good segue, isn't it? Well, you don't know yet, but you're going to know pretty soon. I had a roach in my kitchen the other day, and I hate roaches. I don't like bugs at all. And I never understood people that do like bugs. You know, people that can pick up worms and just kind of roll them around in their fingers and shit. It's gross, man. It's gross. I just don't like bugs. Because bugs are just creepy. Like, bugs, unless it's poisonous, it can't really hurt you. But it feels like they can. Because they're just creepy. They're just creepy. They can get on you, you know? They can just kind of, you know? That's the feeling I get when I see a roach. Especially if it's in the kitchen. In the kitchen? What other nefarious things has that roach been doing in the kitchen? It's obviously been in the bread. Because everything always gets in the bread. Or the cookies. Maybe it's in the cookies. Oh, shit. Okay. So we found the first pod. And it's 3 mutants and a codec. And we found the second pod. It's 2 troopers, advanced troopers, a heavy lancer, and another codec. So this is ugly. Okay. So here's what needs to happen. What needs to happen is I need to somehow get them to come to me. I might actually not be able to do a full-blown ambush this time. Because if I advance too far, because there's not a lot of cover between here and there. Maybe, maybe I can use this part of the map instead of going this way. So this is going to be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. Might have to break this into 2 parts. But, We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, roaches, and the worst part about roaches, since we got time to just kind of chit chat about nothing, the worst part about roaches is the fact that as a man, if you encounter a roach while you're by yourself, it doesn't matter. Like nothing spectacular happens. But if you encounter a roach while you're in public as a man, or just any bug in general, then you have to pretend like you're not scared to shit by that bug. You just have to fake like that roach. It's a little roach. Hey, little guy. You got to pick it up and roll it in your hands before you flick it to death. It's horrible. And the reason you have to do that is because you can't seem like a punk. You can't seem like a scaredy cat. You got to seem like an alpha male. In every situation you come in as a man, you have to be an alpha male. Even if you're a beta male, you have to be the alpha of the betas. The beta male alpha. It's a weird thing being a man, you know? People don't talk about that enough. People don't talk about the struggles of man. And sometimes I wonder why I don't have that many women that watch. And it's because I say stuff like that could be misconstrued as insensitive or bad. Anyway, I'm digging a hole for myself and I just want to stop. So we're going to do that. I know when I've gone in over my head, and that right now is that time. Okay, so this is a really bad situation. We're going to go back to talking about the game because I don't want to get in trouble. The situation that we're in right now is we do have the height advantage over a lot of the advent right now, but we don't have the cover advantage. I don't think I'm going to be able to get everyone into full cover for this situation. So I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and just half cover as much as possible and just deal with it. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to Overwatch all others except for the rogue, because I don't like his positioning. I'm gonna move him back a little bit, because it's dangerous to clump up units together when there's a mutant, because mutants will throw grenades at your face, and that's not good. So let's try something a little bit cool. Let's try and run halfway across the damn universe with Lee Mei-ho, and potentially this might actually be valuable in the next turn. So now's the time for it to begin. I hope the mech doesn't die. I really hope the mech doesn't die. So everybody's not on Overwatch, but we have a decent amount of people on Overwatch. So what's gonna have to happen is I'm gonna overdrive, going Super Saiyan, and then we're gonna launch this rocket launcher at this wait, it's stuck. Wait. I can't get it. I can't get it right. Okay. Apparently this cacti are mostly exclusive to North America. This mission is in Africa. There shouldn't be a cactus. So apparently that cacti are blocking. That cacti are blocking my shot. So I'm gonna have to move over a little bit in order to take it. So maybe it is probably a good thing that I activated overdrive. I don't know. Who knows? But here we go. We're gonna dookie blast all of them. We're gonna damage them as much as possible. Boom. Unfortunately, none of the rockets crit. The new ability that we selected, Rainmaker, our heavy weapon, deals 2 additional damage and it can crit. So that's pretty valuable, but it didn't crit. So that's unfortunate. But here we go. Let's see what happens. Boom, boom, boom. That triple tap with that pistol, taking out the Kodak. And it looks like nobody else is Overwatch triggered because everybody else is really far away. So hopefully they maybe try. Ooh, boy. Maybe they'll try and advance, and the rest of the Overwatches will trigger. But the mech is in a pretty bad spot right now. He's staring down the barrel of 3 mutants. So is Lee Mei-ho, actually. I should have considered that. But she has a lot of dodge chance. So let's take a look at the rest of the enemies that are on the field. We got a Viper and a whole bunch of stuff. My goodness. Okay. All right. It's going all right. Yes. It's going pretty well, folks. It's going pretty well. I think I may have learned my lesson from all the times I fucked this up. I screwed it up very badly a lot of times. Because here's what makes this particular mission difficult, right? This is like going to a job interview where they have like 8 people interviewing you. And that's always the worst. It's always annoying when they do that. But the reason it's like that is because there are so many of them, and they're already dug into this building. And because of all pods active, it's even more ridiculous. But they're already dug into this building. So as they start to activate and as they start to advance, they have very good cover. And there's not much that I can do about it. So here we go, Blade Storm. You done fucked up. What you doing over here, boy? You better take a seat. That's what I'm talking. So it's extremely difficult because they have great cover just right out the gate. And Da Vinci taking a little bit of damage. Hopefully he doesn't die because he has a name now, so he's special. But we'll see. We'll see if we can keep our man Da Vinci alive for as long as possible. All right. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We do have the ability to kind of reach a lot of stuff. Can't really move anyone because that mutant is on Overwatch, and I don't know the effective tile radius of the mutant, like what his actual range is. But what I do know is I'm gonna mark that Viper, and then I'm gonna shoot it. May not be the best chance to hit, but it's pretty decent. And I believed in myself. I believed in myself, and it worked out. Okay. So, I think. Okay. Got it. Like, this could go well. but it could also go horribly wrong. And I think I know what's going to happen next with that Viper. That Viper is going to try and pull Agent Alpha with its tongue. And that is not going to be a good thing. So I think I'm just going to straight up try and eliminate the Viper. And because Oliver Jones is a badass. Ooh, with those laser bolts. That's what I'm talking about. The bolt caster is a very cool weapon. All right. You can't be serious. 0% chance to hit? Okay. Whatever. But you know what does have 100% chance? I'm thinking real tactical right now. I think I'm on a roll. So I'm going to throw my axe at this man's face. You know, but yeah, I don't know. So, okay, I'm going to ask a question now. So I've removed his Overwatch, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a grenade at him. No, I'm lying. What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with that. I think I'm going to conceal. And I'm going to Overwatch. So, I'm going to ask a question to all the fellas watching. Now, normally I ask questions to the ladies and to the fellas, but I'm just going to ask the fellas this time. Do you feel like the plight of man is something that is neglected? Like, do you feel like as a man that it sucks that you can't struggle? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like you just can't have struggles because you're a guy? Is that a thing for you? Just food. It's food for thought. Okay, it's food for thought. Now, what isn't food for thought though is we're gonna actually test out one of the new abilities from Agent Delta. It is called Reposit. So what'll happen is if somebody takes a shot at him, he should do a counterattack that does something. So I really want to see what that ability does. So we're going to take the risk. That's probably not the most beneficial move that we can make, but it's the move that we're going to make, and we're going to accept it. Now, this mutant is brolic. Okay, this mutant is very strong. And I'm going to roll the dice with combat protocol and see if I can kill it. Please, RNG, do me a favor. It worked. Yeah, you know, if you're a guy and if you're a man and you ever just felt like you weren't, you just feel like your struggles are being neglected, let me know in the comments. Let's start an argument. No, okay, so here we go. Overwatch, covering fire. Melissa Hayes got a cool bonus ability called covering fire. So I believe what happens is if somebody takes a shot. Oh, wait a minute. Reposit's going to activate, but it is going to miss. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So that's the counterattack. Okay, that was cool. So covering fire, I think what it does is if somebody actually takes a shot instead of moving, then she'll Overwatch reaction shot at them as well. So that's pretty nice. Okay. Oh, damn, this man throwing a grenade. Okay, so I've been talking for the last hour and a half because I've done this mission 4 times. So I'm a little bit tired at this point. I'm a little bit worn down. You know, because I've told the cockroach story 4 times. And it's crazy. I can't remember if I ever uploaded this, but there's this idea that I have that everyone that does solo playthroughs where they're the only one talking is like slightly insane. And there's different degrees of the insanity, but if you do a solo playthrough, you're slightly crazy. Because when you really break it down, I've been playing XCOM and having a conversation with myself for the last hour and 45 minutes, close to 2 hours, burning these fools. But for the last 2 hours or so, I've been playing XCOM and having a conversation with myself. And that, in a lot of ways, is ridiculous. And it's also slightly insane. So just know that if you watch anybody's playthrough, if you watch Christopher Odd or Enter Elysium, those are just some of the guys that I watch from time to time. Just know that they're a little bit fucking crazy, because they're doing a playthrough and they're just kind of talking to themselves for an extended period of time. And it just is what it is, and it's just a little bit fucking weird. Hey, look at that. So that's a cool ability. The Serpent Suit can actually make Vipers panic. And when Advent panics, they can shoot at their own troops as well. So that's pretty damn cool. So that's one of the benefits to having the Serpent Suit, is that you can actually make your own, aliens panic for once. And that is tremendously cool. I really like that. And that grenade actually destroyed Rob Blue's cover, but thankfully, we can use our Spark as cover. Now, okay. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit insane. And sometimes I feel like I take for granted the fact that there's a little bit of insanity. I feel like everybody takes for granted that there's a little bit of insanity about making YouTube videos. All right, so we are skulljacking this guy, and the reason is because I want to try and get a minor cache of intel. There's a 53% chance for this to work. There is a feedback effect that is being covered by the grass, which is kind of bullshit, but let's see what happens. It worked! Look at that, we got some intel. That's what's up. Okay, and I'm pretty sure a codec is gonna spawn as a result of that. But I'm taking a risk here. I'm living dangerously at this point, and I do actually want to get that loot. Gotta get that loot. Gotta get them loots. Gotta get them loots. There's probably an Illyrium core in there. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. So we're gonna start actually advancing, because at this point, we've eliminated the majority of the aliens that are on the map that are like a real threat. So we can start being a little bit more relaxed about things. I mean, look at this. We got 100% chances on a bunch of stuff. We can take out... No, we can't really take out the Mutant, because the Mutant's OP. But maybe. Nope. Alright, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna eliminate that. And I lost my train of thought. But it's okay. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming towards the end of the mission, just because we're doing so freaking well right now. But at the same time, the shit could still hit the fan. You know, because I might have gotten a little cocky at this point. Because after having done this 4 times, you know, I'm feeling myself a little bit. I could still fuck this up. The Spark could still die. Look at that dodge, though. Things could still go wrong. And there's a real danger to feeling overconfident. There's a real... I mean, because look at this. These guys are digging in. Ooh, see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying now? There's a real danger to getting overconfident and believing that you can... Oh, no. No.